Don't get into firefights for the sake of it. If you're more of an aggressive player, it can be tempting to jump into firefights and seek out enemies. While this can be good for your ratios, it isn't the ideal way to win a battle royale match. You should always pick and choose your fights wisely. If you're playing solo and see that there are more than 2 opponents, stay out of the way. The chances are that you won't be winning the firefight, and you'll ruin your chances of winning the match as well. If you've got a good squad backing you up, go for it. Be aware of your enemy's presence and try to go around if possible. Looting for big hauls. Regardless of how tempting looting is, you should never loot when you're exposed. You're left vulnerable to your enemies when looting, especially when it's an open area. Some opponents even wait for players to come to an open ground to loot and then kill them. Instead of falling prey to the tactics, ensure that you've got enough cover to loot in relative peace. This will save you plenty of headaches and the need to keep checking over your shoulder. Sometimes, loot just isn't worth the hassle. Don't go for claw control. Unlike most people recommending claw control for playing, we believe that claw control will be more difficult for novice players. The finger placements required for this level can be challenging to master. Instead, use your thumbs to play the game and use the controls. This will make your gaming experience much easier, and you'll be able to get the hang of the game faster. The only case when you should use claw control is if you're uncomfortable using your thumbs for gaming. Search for higher ground in battle royale games. The better option is to go for higher ground. Any elevation will give you an advantage and increase your field of view. This will make it easier for you to spot enemies and pick them off without them even realizing what's happening. Ensure that you've got enough cover, though. Being exposed on higher ground will take away whatever advantage you could have had in the first place. Without any cover on higher ground, enemies will be able to spot you from afar. Stock up on AP. AP is a handy resource in Garena Free Fire. When you start the match, you begin with no AP. As you play the game, you can gather AP from sources all around the map. AP is vital as it can be converted to HP every second after sustaining plenty of damage. This will return your HP to total value if you've got enough AP stocked up. In the long run, AP will help you survive the matches. You can use the bonfire item or consume mushrooms strewn through the map for AP. If you've got the Crazy Slayer skill for your character, each kill will grant you 80 AP. Conclusion: what do you think of our best Garena Free Fire tips and tricks? Have you used any of them before? These tips are directed toward novice and beginner level players as they may be struggling with the game at first. If you want more advanced tips for intermediate players, let us know in the comments.